How's everybody doing? This is your brother, Mr. Limba. Welcome to the MLC, that stands for the Mr. Limba channel. Today we are going to discuss the effeminate black man, the effeminate black male. We have a problem. I've been realizing that we have a lot of weak black men. Now, this is a channel for the brotherhood. It is a channel for brothers. And I'm assuming mostly strong brothers, or brothers who are attempting to become stronger. Brothers who can take criticism. Brothers who can elevate above the statistics. Brothers who are able to come out of any type of grime and come out triumphant. Real men. The true definition of a real man. Not that crap that they use to shame us into doing things that are out of our moral standards or principles. The problem that I'm seeing, and as you look at the rapper Young Jerk, I believe his name is, that is talking about he is married to the game and he's in a wedding dress and he is practically performing oral sex on a gun. I am not quite sure how this is masculine. I am not quite sure who to blame. Some may say it's being raised by the single mothers. Others may blame the media or just confusion. I don't know. But there are a lot of brothers who are claiming to be straight men, heterosexual males, but they are quite effeminate. We see them in the comment sections, the ones that write long paragraphs full of profanity and illogical statements, begging the question and going in circles, incapable of forming a proper thought. I can see why some sisters may confuse some of us strong, real, intelligent black men with some of these weaklings, effeminate men. Many of these effeminate men, when they leave a comment, you have to go and read their YouTube names. You have to make sure that it's not a woman talking or speaking or writing. And honestly, that is not a knock on women, because women's ways of thinking are very different from men. But when you see a man, a brother, incapable of forming a thought, incapable of coming to a logical conclusion, just very emotional, it needs to be addressed. And we may see what some of the women are complaining about. Now, we understand there are a lot of bad women out there. And this is a channel where I speak directly to men in order to make them better. Oftentimes I warn them about bad women. Sometimes I make videos about wars in other countries. Sometimes I talk about economy. I will soon talk about spiritual. All for men to become better men. But we cannot do that if we have a bunch of effeminate men. I also teach on how men should behave and conduct themselves in relationships, how they should be real leaders. A lot of men are complaining about the women, but they listen to our videos, for those of us who make YouTube videos, and then they go out and they do the opposite of what we teach, and then they have a problem with the results that they are receiving. There are bad women, but there are also women who do not respect you because you are not conducting yourself as a man. If you resemble her homegirl, it is a problem. If you are emotional, needy, clingy, weak, unemployed, constantly unemployed, if you are not a leader in your way of thinking, we are in trouble as a nation of people. The effeminate black male is dangerous. Let that sink in. It is not just in the way he dresses. The effeminate black male is dangerous because even if he is in his son's life, he will raise that boy no differently than a single mother would. We say many times that single mothers do not know how to raise boys and sons to make them men. But if the men are behaving like weak women, or like women period, then we have a problem, because these men don't know how to raise sons. What is the difference between an effeminate black man and a ratchet black chick? Soon as the ratchet black chick get in a small verbal confrontation, she begins to take off her earrings, take off her shoes. Hold on, I'ma bust this bee upside the head, she says. She starts to undress herself, ready to handle it with her fist, rather than logical words put together logically in order to resolve the dilemma like a mature feminine adult. Instead, she behaved like a ratchet woman off the streets. Well, the effeminate black man is very similar. If he has an issue, he is quick to take off his shirt, undressing himself, take off his watch, pull off his chain, instead of handling it like a man. They leave comments on YouTube videos very similar to the illogical black women that we oftentimes come across. Not all, but a ridiculous amount indeed. The illogical black woman would oftentimes say, "Oh, stop putting us down." See, the funny thing is, she will not separate herself from the type of women which we describe. Instead, she sympathizes with that kind of woman and even identifies with that kind of woman, instead of detaching herself from that kind of negative woman and becoming a better woman. See, the effeminate black man does the same thing. If you criticize something that black people do as a whole, in order to bring awareness to our problems as a people, in order to elevate ourselves for the betterment of our people and for a better tomorrow, he comes in the comment sections and he says, "Why are you putting down your own?" He is full of emotions. He does not research to see if there are statistics that back up what you say. He is quick to say those numbers are from the white man, not realizing that those numbers may have been surveyed by a black nationalist or a black empowerment analytical group that takes statistics and analytics. He is emotional, not logical. He is quick to respond and he does not do research. The effeminate black man is seen on YouTube all the time. He is not just those who comment and follow and subscribe. He is also those who make videos. He is the owner of channels at times. He is always falling out with his brothers. One disagreement, we have a fallout. We must think about this. We hear brothers on YouTube making 10 videos a piece, going back and forth at each other, throwing the N-word around, degrading their brothers, saying, "Man, keep my name out your mouth. Don't you ever use my name, man. When you hear my name, don't even speak it, man. Keep my name out your mouth." What name is this, you may ask? The name is probably YouTuber Red 95 1609. That's the name that you got to keep out your mouth. It's not even the brother's actual name. Yeah, maybe it is the personality attached to the name, but still, so much anger, so much fury towards our own brothers. We have to understand this, man. So much anger towards the ones who are supposed to look out for us. I mean, I don't care if the brother is Canadian. I don't care if the brother is an Englishman. I don't care if the brother's a Frenchman. I don't care if the brother's in the Congo, Zimbabwe, or Madagascar. I don't care if it's Haiti or Jamaica, man. At the end of the day, we need to eliminate the hyper emotional behaviors of the black man. That effeminate black man. We talk about the way they dress nowadays. We talk about what the rappers, which the younger black men are following, are doing that are very effeminate. We talk about the single mothers raising these effeminate boys. But even the brothers who are so-called conscious are extremely feminine. Feminine in attitude, in morals, in behavior. Now, if you're a woman, that might just be fine. But if you are a man, you need to behave as such. Brothers are quick to rub something in another brother's face, very similar to what a woman would do. You know how a woman would go at each other and be like, oh, I was the one that was there for you when you didn't have nobody. You were crying because he left you, because he cheated on you. Well, if the effeminate black man says the same thing. Many of them call themselves conscious. Many of them start speaking with each other. They start a very beautiful dialogue. In the minute they disagree with each other, oh man, he ain't ish. I used to let him stay at my house. I used to let him borrow my car. Man, my mama used to cook him some rice. Really? Man, you know, he used to come over for the mac and cheese at my mama's house because he ain't had no food. He was eating nothing but 1 can of ravioli per day. Oh, really? So we gonna talk about our brother like this on a video that's going to be broadcast to black and white people alike. Why? Because we disagreed. Always so emotional. Many of these thugs that take the lives of other brothers, shooting each other, stabbing each other, killing each other, raping their women. Many of those are ratchet, effeminate behaviors because they're quick to get into their emotions and do what they want. Ever seen a woman that wants you when you're not trying to get at her and she catch you alone and maybe she's just trying to unbutton your clothes and unbutton your pants and you like, chill, what the heck's wrong with this chick? And then she get mad and aggressive and you realize if women were stronger than men, you probably would have gotten raped. Well, some of these effeminate black men are the same way. A sister says she's not down and he's still trying to force himself up her skirt because he's in his feelings. She don't want you, bro. It don't matter. Just move on to another woman. Quick to take a life. Oh, he said something to me the wrong way. So I pulled out the Glock, I cocked back, released one to his cranium. Really? We're just gonna take a life over some petty garbage, over some fight we don't even know why the fight exists, some junk that goes back to the 70s or 60s. We probably wasn't even around yet. Most of us listening wasn't around yet. Let's keep it 100. We have a situation. Some of you guys who talk about militancy, be very careful, man. It's hard for these brothers to be militant and have your back and whatever your views might be. If you cannot even trust taking a shower with some of these brothers. You know, you taking a shower, the brother next to you taking a shower, you worried he peeping your way. So effeminate, man. Down low. In so many ways, man, we got a damaged group of brothers out there. Effeminate in behavior. Some of them are effeminate sexually. We got to think about this and we got to call it out. And if it's in us, we got to cut it out. Literally cut it out. Meditate on that. Take a silent moment of meditation and cut that garbage out, man. We're gonna be real men, not effeminate men. Yeah, I know, as always, I love y'all, man. Take it easy. Mr. Limba, out.